Hey guys, how you doing? This is Shorty After here. If you prefer, you can call me Kevin. So I just had this idea that I could make these videos sharing a little bit about my experience with pornography and my journey getting off of it. Specifically, I don't want to tell you too much about how much I used or how bad it was, just, the necessary stuff. Um, and I want to make it short. I know there's so much content out there that you see these videos that are 20 minutes long or 30 and just these long blog posts and websites just filled with information. It can be a bit overwhelming. Um, in the past and even now I can see the benefit to patients. That's definitely a remedy to this problem we have with pornography because pornography is really the antithesis of patience in some ways. We get what we want now. Um, But I understand that there's just so much out there. Sometimes you don't have time or you don't feel like just wading through pages of information and long videos. Just give it to me straight. So that's what I'm hoping to do with this video series. I'm calling it 12 and 7. The 7 is because the videos are going to be no longer than 7 minutes. And the 12 is coming from the 12 steps, which are the 12 steps originally from Alcoholics Anonymous. You can also see them in Sexaholics Anonymous, Overeaters Anonymous. So many groups are using them, but they're the traditional 12 steps. Um, so the 12 steps was my path, um, and it doesn't get a lot of coverage on the porn-free community. Um, what I do see, it can be almost a bit fanatical. I'm gonna try to refrain from judging either way, but I really like to keep it loose. It worked for me. I find it as a very good guide. It puts the steps to recovery very simply, very easy to follow. I find it for that reason very practical. So you listening to these videos, you don't necessarily need to be a 12 stepper. You don't need to be someone who goes to these meetings um, every day or has been to a meeting at all. You can if you want, and if you do, great. I want this to be from someone who has no experience and no desire at all to do the 12 steps to someone who is a hardcore 12 stepper doing them every day. I want, and of course, all the people in between. I want it to be for everybody. Um, People get caught up on the 12 steps because they talk about God and things like that, but I really want it to be something accessible for everybody. And the last thing is that I want it to be candid. I haven't prepared this. I was just taking a little nap and I woke up from my nap thinking, what a great way to share um, by making videos. This is something I've thought about before. I've done some writing, but I thought let's do some videos and let's do them quick and let's be candid. This is stuff that's coming from my heart. It's not anything I've thought about or prepared. This is my life experience and it's just coming out. Okay, it's easy for you, easy for me. Okay. Um, so what is the gist of the program here? The gist is that, a part of my story is drugs and alcohol, and I found with drugs and alcohol, the more I tried, like the worse actually things seemed to get. No matter how hard I tried, I just couldn't get a handle on my life. Like things would get better temporarily, but inevitably they would always get worse. Um, no matter how much effort I put into it. Um, and with pornography, I also found something similar. That I just tried so many ways to not look, and I could say, okay, after a bender, I could say I'm never looking again, and then in 5 minutes later, I was typing in my browser a pornography site again. Um, so why am I choosing to focus on pornography and not drinking and drugs? Well, to be honest with you, I've had more contact with the porn-free community, so I feel more of a connection to you guys. And I also feel the pornography thing is more relatable in general. Um, I feel like I can catch a wider net talking about this rather than just the drugs and alcohol thing. Um, so anyway, that I'm gonna wrap it up now. So the whole point of this is we're gonna do these quick. We're gonna do them simple. We're gonna do them candid, And the whole idea here is if you have been trying really hard and you're not getting the results, then maybe you're trying too hard. So maybe there's a way that's not putting more effort in. Maybe you can actually do less. So if that sounds like something you're into, then stick around. I'll be making this is the intro. Sorry, this is the intro video, and tomorrow hopefully I'll be putting up the step 1 video, and everything less than 7 minutes. So I just hit 5.5. I think that's pretty good. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoy. Drop any comments or questions for me in the comment section. Take care.